It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about season 8 of The Walking Dead. So Andrew Lincoln recently posted a photo from set for season 8 of The Walking Dead, more specifically episode 1. Now he posted that image on his Instagram, but it's been taken down. And that's led to some speculation whether there was some sort of clue or a spoiler in that photo that caused Andrew Lincoln to actually remove the photo. So obviously what I'm going to discuss contains some minor spoilers. Not a lot, but some minor spoilers for season 8. I think most comic fans at least know it's coming, so it's not too much of a spoiler for comic readers, but also there's some comic spoilers in what I'm about to say as well. So if you're not a comic reader, or if you don't want to know anything about any sort of spoiler, you might not want to watch the video. So let's get right into this. So the photo is right here. It's of a trio of characters from the show. Andrew Lincoln, the member of the Hilltop in the center. If you remember, he was the one that got into some kind of scuffle with Abraham back when Rick stabbed someone in the throat at the Hilltop. And on the right side, we have a member of the Kingdom. If you remember, he was the first member of the Kingdom that ran into Morgan and Carol back in season 6, episode 16. So where is the spoiler or the clue coming in? Now, look in the background. You see some sort of pole or some sort of staircase. So to me, that kind of looks like the sanctuary. So it looks like the trio that I just showed you are going to be filming at the sanctuary. Now, if you don't know why we got sanctuary from this image, if you look in the background, there's some yellow railing. And if you look at one shot from the sanctuary in here where we have Dwight and Daryl, you can see in the background, there's a similar sort of yellow pole. And obviously the building looks like it's the same as well. So that definitely looks like they are in fact at the sanctuary. And none of them live at the sanctuary. And it's unlikely that they're just going to show up and watch a scene that's taking place at the sanctuary, because if they're not in the scene itself, it's very unlikely that they're going to be there. So that, along with the fact that Andrew Lincoln has since removed the image from his Instagram, it shows that there's something there that he realized that he shouldn't have basically told us or let us see. And that's basically that Alexandria, the Hilltop, and the Kingdom are going to be at the sanctuary for whatever reason. Now, that indicates that we may actually see something from the comics come into play. So for comic readers, in the comic book, there's a point right after March to War when Rick and the other survivors from Kingdom and Hilltop go to Negan's sanctuary, and it's like a moment where they kind of attack the sanctuary. So it seems like that exact scene is going to be taking place in the premiere, which is a good sign, but also predictable, because I knew that we probably will see something like that, because it's going to be the next big thing that happens in the comics. So having knowledge of the comic material, I kind of knew it's coming up. Now, it's a bit surprising that it's in the premiere, but other than that, there's not a lot of surprise there. But we can also kind of connect this to something else, because in the comic book, we know that when that happens, Gregory is seen at the sanctuary, and he's basically there to tell Negan that he's on his side or something along those lines. And if you remember in the TV show, Gregory is missing. He went somewhere. He most likely went to whatever location Simon gave him, which is most likely the sanctuary. So things are kind of lining up, because if that happened in the show and Gregory's most likely somewhere in the sanctuary in season 8, episode 1, then it kind of makes sense for him to be there when Rick and the others go to the sanctuary and say that they're going to war with Negan and the Saviors. So that's basically it for this image. Like I said, it definitely does give us a clue at what we're going to see in the premiere of season 8, but also it gives us an indication that they're gonna stick pretty closely to the comic book in season 8. But I want to know your opinions about this image particularly. What do you think about this image? Do you think it's at the sanctuary? And do you think that it gives us a clue that the survivors are going to the sanctuary to attack Negan. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back for another video.